Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to a brand new episode of Sketchbook Sunday. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well wherever you are around the world. Happy Sunday. Today's stream is super exciting. In full bloom. It's all about the coils and florals and all of that stuff because we are in the month of April. So I hope you guys are feeling good about it. Yeah, welcome in. Yes. Anyway, happy Sunday. This is Sketchbook Sunday. Just in case you guys got lost down the rabbit hole and you're new here to the channel, welcome. We're all about doing art and exploration, and we do this every Sunday, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And just in case you don't know, and you're new around here, my name is Danielle, and I am Creative Girl of Color, and I love doing art and flowers and all the things. So today I'm going to teach you guys kind of step by step how to paint this floral, beautiful crown slash afro, and we're going to get started. But today I'm using acrylic gouache, but you can use any sort of materials that you guys want to use. Any sort of materials that you guys actually want to use, whatever you have available. You could actually use acrylic. But since I'm in my sketchbook, I'm not going to use acrylic. It's a lot easier for me to just use acrylic gouache, which just happens to be, it's like slowly becoming my second or third favorite medium in the whole wide world. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready. But yeah, you know what it is. Subscribe, hit the like button and all the things if you happen to be watching or if you happen to be pun the replay, because it helps your girl out, especially since I'm trying to restart my YouTube journey again. All right, so I'm gonna pull out my coolers. I'm gonna put away my props and all of that stuff and kind of get my life together. And I'm gonna push my microphone back a little bit so it's not like in y'all face. But happy Sunday. It's been beautiful this weekend. I hope you guys are out there enjoying the sunshine and roses and beautiful things that are going on. We are in full bloom, I feel like. Don't mind my nails. My nails look absolutely insane. But I wanted to make sure I got on and like got with you guys and had a nice beautiful session. Sorry for last week's kind of technical difficulties, but we are. We are here, right? And we're better than ever. So, if you happen to be on the replay or if you happen to be watching this back later on, I'm going to try to make sure that I put timestamps down below in the in the comments section, so you guys can be able to jump around if you want to just be able to jump to certain sections, so you could always rewatch it later. Yeah. But yeah, happy Friday. I was about to say happy Friday. A reference photo. I'm sorry, I don't know what is going on just now. And my screen just blacked out out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I don't have a reference photo today for you guys to kind of see. If you want to check out the reference photo in kind of the coloring page for this particular week, you could always check it out on my Patreon at patreon.com. There you go. Check it out. You can check it out on patreon.com if you want to see all the stuff that we have going on as far as coloring pages and other things like that. All right, I'm going to put out a little bit at a time. Usually, I don't like to put it out ahead of time because if I put out and I'm going to use my little spray bottle here. Usually, if I try to put it out ahead of time, it'll be an absolute nightmare. Have you guys seen that meme on like Instagram where that woman was like, nightmare? It'll be an absolute nightmare if I have to put it out ahead of time. So I like to put it out later on. So I'm going to choose a lot of different colors like maybe 2 different yellows, 2 different browns, and I have my little like thing here, my basket, so I can like pick my colors. But yeah, there's a meme out there that's like super funny. Um, so I'm gonna do 2 different yellows. Again, you can use whatever colors you want to use. This is your world, and we're just living in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do whatever you want, Bookie. And then we're gonna put out the different colors. You could even use a different medium. You don't necessarily have to use what I'm using. I'm just putting out the different colors just in case I happen to need them. Not that I will. Sorry, I don't know what is going on. Don't do me. Just in case I happen to need them. Okay, of course you gotta have white. I always recommend that people buy a large white paint, whether it's in acrylic, gouache, watercolors, oil paint, pastels, whatever it is. Make sure you buy a lot of white because that's the color you're gonna go through the most out of every single thing. I'm gonna put out. I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 different blues or not. I might, or I might just do a blue and a purple because that usually gets me where I need to go. So I'll put the purple there. So I'm gonna spray it because it's humid. And yeah. But yeah, happy Sunday, you guys. I actually had a chance to kind of get out there and walk around, take a walk, and get some exercise in and stuff like that. You know, as you get older, you kind of stop going out and doing as much exercise as you used to. I'm gonna put the purple here. I could have made purple if I wanted to, but that's just a convenience color. You can kind of do it whatever way you want to do it. Mm. So I was over here setting up and trying to get my life together. I'm trying to find different angles. And during the time I was trying to find different angles, and see, I want it to be kind of watery because I don't want it to be super opaque at the beginning. And then we'll kind of just add more and more layers, layers, layers. And you got to do a lot of layers when it comes to watercolor and gouache. It's going to be less layers when it comes to acrylic. And I'm using a different sketchbook today. This is my regular sketchbook. This is my Arteza, whatever. Arteza sketchbook. Not sponsored. I don't know why people say that. Why I gotta say that, but I said it. It's not sponsored. I mean, if you want to sponsor your girl, I'm here. Okay, she's here. I'm gonna put out another. Well, do I need this? I don't think I need this. I guess I'll put out other colors as I kind of need them. Because I also have some Arteza paint, but I don't like their paint. I don't like their gouache. Arteza also has a gouache line, but I really don't care for it. So I don't even know what to say about that, but I don't. I don't really like their gouache. It's not really that great and it dries out pretty quickly. I'm gonna put this gray out because this is great where I don't have to make gray. But I mean, you can make gray with black and white, blue and white. So many different colors can make gray if you kind of just sit down and really mix it and figure it out. Then I have my other palette off to the side over there too. So grab your sketchbooks, some wine, some tea, some coffee. Put me on in the background as you kind of go through your day, flow through your day. And my cat is in the corner bugging out, so you're gonna hear some scratching. Yeah, he's gonna be in the corner, kind of scratching things up and bugging out. Scratching things up, boy. So in the meantime and in between time, don't forget to also join us on Discord. Cause sometimes I just go live on there. Sometimes I post and I'll just be posting stuff and yada yada yada. So don't hesitate to join us over there. All right. Now I'm gonna get a drink of water because it's dry. I got my water bottles over here, but I mean my water glasses, and I got two different ones. Cause you want to do that, especially when you're doing watercolor or gouache, because one is dirty water, one is for the clean water. For the water. Okay. The water. Yeah, yeah. And then I got my regular schmegler. The regular suspect, which is I got two different kind of like round brushes. I really like these round brushes to do like, but you use any brush that you want to use, anything that's available. It doesn't really matter. And you gotta have a detailed brush. You gotta have a detailed brush for like, you know, if you want to do the details, like your eyebrows and eyelashes and yada yada yada. You gotta get in there with the details, okay? All right. So I'm gonna put these in the water and get you some paper towels so you can kind of like dry things off and stuff at the same time. Ooh. Ooh. All right. As I say that, I need paper towel. Where's my paper towel? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get paper towel. Hold up. Paper towel. Yeah. All right. So I got my paper towel. I found it. Found it. Hated it. Okay. So it's good to have a little bit of paper towel, even if you're using acrylic to kind of dab your stuff off if you really need to. So I'm gonna put it right here. Off to the side. All right, so I'm gonna start with her afro, and then like I'm gonna leave the flowers for like after the afro is kind of dried and did all the things that I want to do. I mean, technically, we could kind of start with her skin and kind of work our way out, but I want to get into this afro because that is like the highlight of today, right? That's the highlight of our life is the afro. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, oh, let me get the photo too. So I mean, here's kind of like the reference or the like inspiration photo that I was kind of thinking about. So we're gonna do that. That's very exciting. I'm gonna put it here so I can see it. I can't put it up for you guys today because I'm using a different software, so I won't be able to put it up for you guys. But again, it's available on Patreon if you want to get it. All right, now you can like paint the hair whatever color you want to paint it. I'm actually going to use I'm going to do the traditional colors like dark browns, black, stuff like that. So I'll just do it that way. Okay. All right. Now, oh, I need a darker color because I don't think I put that out. Oh, well, you know what? It's fine. I want to get some black too because I don't think I put out black. It's good to have a darker color sometimes. And I'm going to leave that without kind of doing whatever. So let's get into a little bit. I'm going to spray the black a little bit. I'm going to spray that down a little bit. Okay. All right. So around the perimeter, like near the face, I'm going to start with like a kind of like a circular motion. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to move my stuff over so you can kind of see it better. And I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit, and which makes it where I'm going to have to adjust stuff. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And then all right, so I adjusted it a little bit so it could be a little bit more clear since we kind of zoomed in a little bit for you guys. So hopefully it's not too jarring. And I'm going to wet my brush a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of brown to this. A little bit of that brown. Just so it's not like super dark. I mean, you know what I mean? A little bit of blue. And there you go. Because I don't want it to be totally like black, you know what I'm saying? And be careful as you kind of like go to the face and everything. So right around here, I want it to be really, really dark. So that's what we're going to do. Making sure to be careful with the petals and stuff. But you got to work quickly, especially if you're using acrylic. You definitely want to work quickly. And be careful as you kind of going through. You want to slow down as you start to get near the face because you don't want to get any black paint or any sort of like extra stuff on here. Right? And continue to wet your brush just a dab as you kind of flow through. And remember, the more water you use, the more translucent it will be. Now, if you're using acrylic, you don't really need to wet. I mean, you can wet your brush. Now, I'm going to use a little bit more brown as we kind of go through the front of this hair. Because I don't want the front of the hair to be super dark. So I'm going to come in with a little more brown. Because I don't want it to be super dark. Okay. And I'm actually going to carry that over to like here. Uh-oh. Oh, I almost covered up our flower, right? Be careful with your flower. And again, work quickly, you guys, if you kind of as you kind of work through the different sections of the hair, you still want to work quickly and kind of like blend out those edges of the dark. Right? Okay, and I'm still gonna go in. I'm gonna add a little bit more black or blue to make it darker, but it's still not gonna be fully like super dark. And I'm still kind of being careful. I mean, again, add patches of browns, different colors, different variations, because that's gonna give you the different. Because you know your hair is not one color. I mean, even if you look at your hair now in the mirror, you're gonna have like certain parts of your hair that's like super dark, and in certain parts that are super light. And, especially during the summertime, you may have hair that, gets really, really bright during the summertime and you're like, wow, okay. Um, God bless you if you're one of those people. you know? And again, I'm trying to be careful and I'm going to the left. I'm choosing the left side of the hair first because I don't want to get my hand in the paint. So I'm going to the left to right. That's what I'm doing. And I'm still keeping it kind of opaque or whatever. And I'm put like little bits of brown and stuff like that as I kind of flow through. And you could even do brown. You could do brown and even get into like more like that color too. For like the outer bits of it, but then that's gonna make it green. We don't want that. Try not to add too much black and yellow in there because that's gonna make it green. So be careful, y'all. Be careful. If you really want it to be super light, you could add a little bit of white, but try not to OD with the white, you know? Yeah, no? And I'm kind of being careful to color in between the flowers and do different things like that. And even that looks great, right? You could even let it bleed into certain places. Really get like creative with the different stuff. You know what I mean? Now I'm going back into the black. Because as you get to the base and even at the bottom of your hair, it's gonna be like the nape of your neck, the back of your neck is gonna have like darker hair towards your shoulder. It's gonna have darker hair. You know what I mean? So kind of think about that as you kind of flow through. But again, remember, it's your world. We're just living in it. You can kind of do the hair whatever way you want to do the hair. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to add a little bit of this darkness right here. My cat is a menace, so you're going to hear him doing a lot of nonsense he shouldn't be doing. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of black right there. Just for like texture and all that jazz. But you can do this hair many different ways. Like you could do like a galaxy hair. I've seen somebody do like a galaxy hair with like different shades of blue. You know, if your favorite color is purple, you could do like a purple, stuff like that, you know. And it's the same technique pretty much. It's the same exact technique, except it's in the different colors or the different favorite like areas of the hair that you want to go in. Same exact technique, you know? And keeping your brush moist. Again, showing you it's the same exact technique. I can use purple. You could even use purple, right? I can go in with the purple. And purple it can really be a good alternative to blacks and dark colors. So you can really kind of go in and just do different things. You could even, you know, do magenta if you wanted to, right? The sky's the limit for real. Seeing it starts to turn into like different colors. I'm being careful not to paint over my flowers and really do my ting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can really get it, but it's like crucial that you're fluid. You keep going. You keep letting it like bleed into each other. I'm still going into my purple. I'm still on the purple. I love pinks and purples. Just in case you guys can't tell. Pinks and purples. Mm-hmm. I think I painted over something I didn't want to paint over. But it's fine. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. We will figure it out as we go. So now you can even come over here with some pink. See that? Like you come over here with some pink. And again, it's the same technique as long as you start with like dark base at the bottom and then you go with lighter and lighter as you kind of come out to the ends of the hair, then you should be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting quiet so I can kind of concentrate on doing what I'm supposed to do and not painting over my flowers. So you definitely want to concentrate, okay? Concentrate, get your life together. For real. All right, and I'm definitely gonna start putting my dark back in there, which is the blue. If you add blue to brown, it'll get darker and darker. It'll seem like it's black, but it really isn't. In black, it really isn't black. Ow. Trying to be careful. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Is it going to work? I don't know. I mean, even if you paint over some spots, it's fine. You could always go back in. And especially if you kind of familiar with how to redo it, you can always redo it. You can always redo it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go pure black at the bottom. Maybe not pure black because I still have like other stuff on my I'm kind of doing a dabbing motion to kind of signify like what I'm doing. I'm gonna put some dark right here, right near her face. Uh-oh. See, I painted over a piece of my flower. So I'm gonna cease and desist. Oh man. Piece of my flower. That's what we're doing here. Um all right, this area is supposed to have like some darkness. So I'm gonna put that in. Just checking to see like what area is supposed to have the darkness and what isn't. Just adding a little bit of darkness here and there. And voila, there you go. So that's kind of like the first layer, but I mean, you can leave it like that. You could add another layer because it's just going to get more voluptuous. It's going to add more volume, more depth to your painting. And um it's just going to get better from there. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go ahead and wash our brush off. Because that's like our first layer. We did so good. Like, oh my God. You remember like SpongeBob? He was like whatever. When he was out there getting the fish and stuff. So as you can see, I'm using this. There's one jar that has like, you see, the dirty water, and I'm taking it out of there, dragging. I'm like dabbing it off on a paper towel. And then I have my other jar of water that is clean, and I'm getting in there in any sort of excess and kind of washing that off. You know what I'm saying? So that you don't have any contaminated stuff going on. So I suggest you really, really do that. So now that we kind of did that, that was like the first step. The first step to, you know what I'm saying, to beauty, comfort and beauty. It looks good. I'm very happy with it. It's very pretty. Once it dries, that's when you'll fully get to see what it looks like, whether you're using watercolor, acrylics, whatever, whatever. Once it dries, you really get to see kind of what's going on. Don't forget, if you happen to be watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things, share the video because it helps a sister out. Don't forget to keep your palette sprayed and moist and ready to roll, you guys. Don't forget it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna kind of keep going. I also wanted to show you guys, like, I got some acrylic, some new acrylic markers slash, they kind of like Posca pens. They, you know what, they're almost exactly like Posca pens, except it's a little bit different. And this is also something you guys can kind of get in, and use also as an alternative to like painting and stuff. So we're gonna try those out to kind of paint our flowers, and I want to see how that looks because, of course, it's water soluble. The paint pens, so you could always use the acrylic paint pens. Now you could always use acrylic and watercolor together, acrylic and gouache together. The only thing that I don't recommend is that you put gouache or watercolor on top of acrylic, but you could always do the other way around. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? But recently, I think I'm late to the train, but I recently caught on to TikTok shop, and I've been on there catching all the deals, going insane, buying things I don't need, and even though I don't have no money, you know what I'm saying? Looking for free stuff. And I got some acrylic paint pens, and I'm kind of just shooting the shit as we kind of let this dry. Yes, make sure you let the hair dry first before you guys go in and try to do any flowers, because then it'll be bleeding, doing all sorts of mess. You never know. Whether it's acrylic, watercolor, whatever it is, make sure you let that first layer dry first. You could even use a blow dryer, which I'm not gonna use. This is kind of dry though. This is almost dry. Acrylics dry really quick, and because this is acrylic gouache, it dries really, really quick, and it's permanent. Okay. Now, I happen to go to TikTok shop, right? Because I need help. And when I went to a TikTok shop, wait, hello? I seen these whole set of acrylic paint pens for like $11, you guys. Oh my god, with like free shipping. So you know I had to get it, right? $11. I was like, bitch, stop it now. I need it now. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what color would I put in these flowers. A lot of the flowers are pinks, purples, a little bit of orange. What else we got? Pinks, purples, orange. We also have a little, like lots of pinks and purples, and that's probably why I chose this particular thing to paint as well, because it had pinks and purples in there. And I was like, yeah, I need to do that. I need it and I need it now. Okay. Let me see. I'm definitely gonna take out this. Oh look, and they have a white acrylic pen. Really, really good. I'm gonna use the black one. And I swatched these out, but they kind of look exactly as you see them. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know? They kind of look exactly as you imagine them to look. So I'm going to get some oranges, purples, just different colors out. But again, you use whatever you want, and you can, again, I'm going to use paint with it. So, yeah. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay? You know? Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh man, I used to say that to my grandson all the time. Okay, now we kind of did all of that. Let's push this back down so we can kind of see what's going on. And okay. Okay, so this is mostly dry, which is great. It's so great. All right, now I'm gonna use this. These are like it's like I'm gonna use these as an accent color. Right? I thought we was lagging for a minute, but we're good. We're good. We are good. All right. Now, I want I'm going to do like a light pink kind of color on some of the flowers. Ooh, this is not good. This was one of the paint brushes I had to return. Let me put that down. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. I got to find another brush. All right, we got that. And then I'm just going to get out like a regular blue brush, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy, for real. My nails look insane, y'all. They look so insane. I hate it. I hate it here. My nails hate it here. All right. So, all right, I'm going to do a little bit of pink. And I'm also going to pull out my peach paint. Pink and peach go together. Whatever the hell that is. Didn't I just have my peach? I could have swore I had my peach up here. Like, what happened to it? What happened to you? You don't love me anymore. Love don't live here no more. That's what the peach paint said. The peach paint was like, love don't live here no more, sis. Okay? All right. Let's pull out the peach paint. That's kind of, it's not really peach though. It is One Brilliant. I don't know what that means, but here we are. There you go. One Brilliant. Whatever that means. Okay. One Brilliant. All right. So I wet my brush. And oh, let me spray real quick. I could have swore I had. And you know what? I'm gonna do another red color. And I'm telling you, and put out some more magenta, like you do. Some more magenta. And I'm still spraying. She's still spraying, y'all. All right. Now I'm going to I'm gonna move this over a little bit so y'all can see it a lot better. Whole lot better. We are lagging just a bit though. We're lagging a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit of my pink, a little bit of red. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It is a humid day, so I gotta cool my stuff down. All right, sorry, I had to cool things down. As you like work on a humid day, your equipment heats up and starts bugging out. All right, now we back on track. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of pink because I'm gonna do a little bit of peach to kind of make it a little more interesting. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white to it. And then some more. Oh, Lord. Oh my God. Look. See, that's what happens when you like messing around. Hold on. It's odd why I'm getting this like artifact right here. It's very weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna get a little bit of this pink onto our flower. We put a little bit of this like light pink. And then the other one has a little bit more purple in it. Hmm. I don't know why I'm getting like this weird artifact that's going on into. If you are you guys seeing that weird artifact? Lord, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I swear. Anyway, we're gonna keep on with our paints. Hopefully, it clears up and it's not a weird artifact going on later on. But the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a little bit of purple in there too. So I'm gonna take my acrylic paint pen and we're gonna do a little bit of purple at the top. I kind of like it. Let me shake it up on the side. And the other one is just like a peach color, but it's like a little bit of white and peach. I don't know how to explain that, but don't know how to explain that. And that'll be like a peach color. And you gotta have a little gray. I think it's like gray, and I'm gonna put it over here. I have a palette over here that you guys can't see. I have a palette over here, and I'm gonna add a little bit of, I don't have no green though. Here's a little bit of green, and I'm gonna put a little bit of green with this gray. And green, gray, white. Because that's what this flower is right here. But it's like, yeah. So I'm gonna get this little gray. It's very light color. Very, very light color. Lots of pinks and grays. Guess you can do a little bit of purple. All right, let me move this over just a smidge. Lots of pinks and purples. Oh, you guys can't see that, but here we are. A little bit of this darker purple here. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a lot better than that. Uh-oh. All right. Let me move my palette. Move the palette. There you go. I guess it's gonna be lots of pinks and purples, huh? Lots of pinks and purples. Lots of pinks and purples. Oh, and they have some blue in there too. So I guess you could do like a gray. Lots of gray. Move that up so I can actually see. Lots of gray. Or you could do like a light blue too, like a regular light blue. And it looks real light, but you have to keep adding layers and stuff like that. Add them different layers and you should be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Oop. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see my palette for a minute, but just know she's over here doing her thing. lots of purples and pinks. I'm like a 12-year-old child. I'm like a 12-year-old child. I mean, just say it, like, you know. I like purple and pink. I kind of wet my brush and I'm just like, now I'm just going over it with water because I just wanted that purple color to begin with. And really, that was already kind of like gray, so I didn't really need to do that. But I made it purple anyway, like you do, you know? All right, so we got some yellow. I'm going to do like green. So I'm getting some yellow and blue. I'm going to make me a green color. And I'm going to add some white to it. And that'll give me like a lot of, I mean, not a lot, but a lighter, kind of like an olive green. Oh, okay, here we go. I think I'm going to end up making these leaves. That's what I want to do. Making it or breaking it. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow in the middle. And a little bit of white. I mean, technically, I could take my acrylic, what's the name? Because I have an acrylic pen. I can make the center of some of these like a little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow in here. A little bit of yellow in there. Because then it's a lot more opaque. I could even put some yellow in here if I wanted to. I think I like the yellow centers. Maybe a better. I think I'm lacking the yellow centers. I think so. Most of the flowers are gonna be like that's why it's good if you have a detail brush, because since they're so small, you're gonna need that to do like little details and stuff like that. If you don't have a detail brush, you gotta like make it whatever you want to make it. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go in with my detail brush. I think some of them are gonna be purple, pink. I need a different blue than I have for, I don't know where. I need like a phthalo blue. That's what I need. So I'm gonna make this a little blue. So we just chilling. Nice little cozy painting sesh. Same thing with I wish I had some what's the name though? So I'm liking the purple and blue together. It's because I was looking for a contrast from it, but I think I found a good contrast. So it's gonna be purple pink. I'm using very little like blue here when it comes to this. Very little. Like a drop of it. Again, you could paint these whatever color you want to paint them. But I'm liking the contrast of blue and pinks. Oh, whoa. I put way too much pink on my thing. You know, I mean, you don't really need a lot, especially when you're dealing with like certain colors that are like super freaking overwhelming. So you look, I literally cleaned off my brush. And yeah. I literally cleaned off my brush and it still was super freaking what's the name? Overwhelming. Super powerful, super overwhelming. And look, it's already dry. Okay, it's lifting a little bit. It's lifting a little bit. Okay, see, here we go. I like that. So you get a little bit of a gradient. See, I broke up that hard line so it's not like super harsh. And then we do a little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. What in the world is going on? All in one place. Like not just coming on and having conversation. Like what? What's happening? Oh, okay. I don't know why that song just popped into my head. Oh man. All right. So we're looking good, feeling good, right? Maybe we could do this other one. I wish I had some phthalo blue though. I don't know. I don't usually use that color that much when I paint, so that's why I don't have it. But I wish I did. I'm gonna do on the outer edge of here. On the outer edge. And it's like the more and more you do it, the more you put like color and just fill it up with different things, the better off it'll be. And you can leave some white bits too. I'm liking the pink and blue combination because it feels warm. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm gonna make that. You know what? I guess we have to go full blown. Ooh, I don't know why I keep doing that. All right, let's do. You tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Let me stop singing that before they be like, oh, you trying to be a Backstreet Boy? I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so, ma'am. Won't be any Backstreet Boy in over here. Like, I don't think so, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go in with this dark color to kind of fill in underneath these flowers. But if you have Posca pen, you can go in with the dark color and do what you want to. Do what you want, my girl. Let's see. Take a this is a detail brush to kind of go in around the flower so you don't mess anything up. I would say go in with the straight black, or you could take a Posca pen or acrylic paint pen and do it. That will also do the trick. Because I have both. You could do it with the paintbrush. Do it with your paintbrush, girl. Or you could go in and here you go. You have your Posca pen too that you could do it with if you wanted to. Ooh, damn. I messed up my little flower. Just go in. And fill in like those little gaps and spaces. Fill in the gaps and spaces, girl. All right. Now, going back to the blue. because I want it to be blue. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with the blue. And then I'm gonna wash my brush off and using pure water just to go to the top. Pure water. And you see how it has like a little bit of a pink glow underneath it, which is cute, right? Because we already put the pink under there. And you just keep adding different layers and you will eventually get there. Again, I mean, if it's a bigger, like, we can't get into too, well, at least I can't. I can't get into too much detail because these are, where I'm not painting these flowers on a larger scale. Like if you were like doing an expedition or something like that, or exposition, I don't even know, whatever way you say the word, okay? Expedition, exposition, whatever. Where you're gonna be exhibiting your work, then like you would be worried about making sure that you get into those little details and stuff like that. Right? So that's definitely what you want to think about if you want to get into like those little details of whatever. I'm going back into the pink. And I like the peach and the pink together. So I'm going to do a little dab of that hot pink magenta. Wash off my brush. And then I'm just going to just like dab this out. Since we already did that like peach color up there. Again, I like it the way it is. You know, the more you can add lots of details to these flowers and it'll look more and more beautiful, more and more realistic. Really get into the details, into the weeds of it. Like if it was my personal project, I mean it is kind of like my personal project, but you know what I mean? Like if it was like something I knew I was going to sell and stuff, I would really get into it. Like you could even like do something like that. Right? You can really get into the weeds of it. Really get into the weeds of it, my girl. All right. So we did that. We came, we saw. I'm going to do purple now. Because why not, right? Why not? I think this is supposed to be green, though. Now that I think about it. Yes, that's supposed to be green. Those are green leaves, baby. And a little bit of I mean, I could have did yellow too. Like you could do yellow too, because yellow kind of goes with a lot of stuff. You tearing up my heart when I'm with you. So I think it looks great. Great. Oh man. And I'm still gonna go back into my like black paint, because why not, right? Why not? And I'm gonna go in and reinforce around the flowers, because if you think about it, like it would be really dark going towards the flowers. Um really, really dark going towards these flowers. It just would, right? Really, really dark. Like up in there would definitely be dark. So I'm going back, especially now that we've kind of let it dry. We can go back in with like darker color. Mm. And you gotta put some dark here as well, because underneath the flowers are gonna be darker. So that's what you kind of want to think about when you're kind of doing it. And then you still leave like bits of light and stuff like that too. Bits of light. And put like this peach color here. Put that there. And the peach color will go here. See, that peach kind of comes in handy. It does. It's like a neutral color. It's a neutral color, boy. Ooh. All right. So here's what like this the Posca pen kind of comes in handy. And I'm gonna have to change out my water. Make sure you're changing out your water in between. You're drying in between sessions, especially if you want to add more and more and more layers. You definitely want to make sure that you're kind of like drying in between layers and doing all the things. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, not zoom in, zoom out. Sorry, we had to zoom out, y'all. So sorry. And look at that. It looks so pretty, right? Like c'est pretty. So nice. And matter of fact, I'm gonna make this one. It's gonna look purple because it has blue underneath, which I'm fine with for real. It's gonna look purple. You see how potent this like magenta is? I barely have any magenta on my brush. And that thing is like overpowering my stuff. It just is. Sorry, I had to turn it down a little bit. So you guys, I had to turn the thing down so you can see the true color of what's going on. As you can see, it's a lot of pink. Lots of pink. But again, you can, like, if you happen to be painting this or you're doing this along with me, you're using the coloring page, whatever you're doing, and you want to make the flowers different colors, you could do that too. Like, I just love pinks and blues and purples and stuff like that. But you can do it whatever way you want to do it, okay? So we spend quite a lot of time on the hair. As you can see, it takes a while, especially if you're going to be putting details into the flowers, into the hair, doing all the things, doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take your time. Take a break in between, drink some water, stretch. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to clean out your water and dry in between layers. You know? Speaking of, it is a water break time. So I'm going to stand up and stretch. We're going to take a 5. 5. I'm going to stretch a little bit. You guys can't see, but I'm up. I'm standing up stretching. Oh. Taking a quick little water break. I need to, or it's a good time if you happen to be watching this on the replay. You could always get a dryer or let it dry for like 5 or 10 minutes and then come back to it. Go and grab a drink, a coffee, a tea, a wine, all the things. Because this is going to be a nice, cute. Again, these are like impressionistic. Like, hold on, you guys. Let me pull my mic up since I'm standing up. Okay. Thank you. So this is going to be like an impressionistic type of like flowers and stuff like that where you can just like make it whatever you want. And that's the wonderful thing about flowers. That's part of the reason why I like flowers. Flowers are like almost my first or second favorite when it comes to portraits. That's why I do them a lot together. Because you can do whatever you want. Like you can make a mistake with flowers and really just kind of be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I move my body. Move your body. And I got my water. I was thinking about getting one of them Stanley cups that I seen all the girlies with, especially now that I'm like in my water era. Like I should have always been drinking water, but I've never been like a person that loves water like that. Or not, I don't hate it, but I never was like, ooh, I need that's like that was never just my first thing. Especially if you grew up in the hood, nobody's drinking water for real. No one is drinking water. And it's not till you get older and your body is like, holy shit, what is all the garbage you've been eating for like the last 35 years? Yeah, that's the only time you're like, oh wow, that wasn't good. So now I've been drinking a lot more water and doing what I gotta do, really prioritizing it and handling my business. All right, hold on, y'all. I need to spread. Matter of fact, I need to wait, hold on. Cause I don't think I have I'm using a different streaming software, so I have to actually write down that I will be right back. Like, oh, be right back sign. Because we're about to get real, like, whatever. Oh, it is actually dry. Oh, I like that. I love that. Right? All right. Because we need to change out of water, take a quick yada yada yada. Ow. Okay. Here we go. Mm-mm-mm. Be right back. BRB, guys. Like, we got to be like ghetto. It's the ghetto, okay? The ghetto of it all. We're going to be right back, guys. They're like, uh-oh, she couldn't afford a be right back in screen. Oh, you know what? I can put up a thing. Hold on. Um, water break. Yeah. All right, guys, and we're back and better than ever. We are back and better than ever. Oh, I meant to do something. Hold on. Alrighty then. I fixed it. I fixed it. All right, guys. So now I want to move on to her face. And that should be pretty easy. I mean, there's little bits and pieces there that I missed, but whatever. I'm gonna move on to her face because we're gonna do a couple of layers of that, and then the shirt. But the main character, the main kind of symbol of this video was supposed to be the hair and the floral part of the what's the name. And we'll kind of come back and add some layers and stuff like that as we see fit. I got new water, so I'm feeling good about it. New water. And the sun is going down. That's why you're going to see like the lighting is going to be acting crazy sometime because the sun is going down. Well, the sun is kind of like fluctuating, not necessarily going down. All right, I'm going to spray my palette at the same time. And as I spray my palette and do my thing, oh, yeah. I'm going to put my brushes back where they were. And I'm going to start on her face. She's kind of like a light brown, but you can kind of do whatever you want, right? It doesn't really matter as far as, I'm going to put this out a little bit so you can kind of see. And put a little bit of brown. Because I want to make like a brown color. Right? So a little bit of burnt umber. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow ochre. Right? Like you do. And, right? I'm going to put a little bit of that, whatever you call it, the peach color. The peach ting goes a long way. I like the peach. That seems to neutralize that burnt umber. Right? And but you can do like different colors or whatever you want to do to the face for real. Doesn't necessarily have to be what I'm doing. But do whatever you please, you know? All right, so I'm gonna put it off to the side. So again, just kind of think about that as you kind of flowing through. I'm gonna put it off to the side so we can kind of just focus on the face. And the only time you would use white, kind of like for brown skin faces, is if you want to do like a highlight or something like that. And you kind of use white. but I won't be using any of that. I'm just using some of that like darker. It looks red, but it isn't red. Burnt umber is, burnt sienna is kind of like a red color though. So I'm not gonna hold you. It is kind of like a red color. And I'm just gonna do like patches of different colors just to make it more interesting, and so I don't lose my place. If that makes sense, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain that where it's gonna make sense, but I always think about, and I'm gonna make the bridge of the nose. That's always gonna be like my brightest color. So I added a little bit of white, a little bit of peach, a little bit of something, something. And as you can see, I'm keeping moving when I'm doing this at the same time. So do what you want, kitties. You know? Have fun. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? It's having fun, not really fretting too much about it. That's the name of the game. Oh, you. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna wash that off. Get a nice clean brush. Cause why? Yeah, I need this to blend a little bit. That's why. That's why, right? So I need that to blend out a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm doing it like that. Because I needed to blend. I needed to get his life together. That's why. That's why we're doing that. Right? That's why you kind of got to move quickly, especially when it comes to um acrylics and stuff like that. You got to move quickly. You got to, my girl. And then she was like, again, we're gonna go with that peach. That peach comes in handy. Handy dandy peach. You should definitely think about keeping some of that in stock. Keep some of that peach on hand, right? Keep some of the peach on hand, baby. And then I'm going to go straight up, whatever, underneath. Right? We're going to straight up underneath. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Straight up underneath, baby. And there is I'm going right up underneath her neck. I mean, because you can't see it, but in the photo, she has a dark, it's a dark overcast underneath her chin. I don't know how to explain it, but it just is. Okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of blue and brown, and that's gonna give me my dark color. Kind of like what we did with the hair. But of course, I don't want it to be black, so I'm not making it like that. I don't know how to explain that. But I mean, that looks crazy right now, but roll with it. I swear, roll with it, guys. I forgot to fill in this space by the earrings. I'm going to go right in. I'm going to do that. All right, roll with it. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. So now I'm going to take that same color that was like on her face. It's the peachy brown, whatever color, right? That's what we going with. Peachy brown. That's what we calling it. Mocha chocolata. Yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. Right, and then we're going to go right up under here. And I'm doing that because I want to make sure I can blend this shadow a lot better than it is. I need to be able to blend that. So that's why I did it this way. Right? And again, these things will make sense later on. Doesn't make sense now, but it will make sense later. As you can see, it's starting to form already. It's kind of making sense. Like you can see her neck. And then I'm going to put... I added some white. And then... That's why not? I'm doing like straight up whatever. Because I'm trying to move quickly so that I do not lose any momentum here. And I'm going to keep everything else kind of like together and moist, if that makes any sense. Right? And then I'm going to wash my brush off because I got a lot of paint on it here. And I'm getting a little bit of pink on my thing. And I'm gonna take this because I need this. The boob area needs to be super light, right? So these are like the areas you could probably add white to if you wanted to. Which, as you've seen that I did that. Because I need these areas to be super light. You see that? I need the boobs to like give the illusion like the boob is popping out. Type of thing. Like this needs to be blended. And then I'm gonna add... I am gonna go in with straight white right about here. Because this needs to be your lightest version a little bit. Right? That needs to be your lightest part. So I'm going in with it. Going in. We're doing it. And then I went back in with and then this is gonna be like darker right here. I don't know how to explain that. But you know, it's the point of like giving the illusion of like a breast being there. You know what I mean? Like a breast. It's weird to say it like that, but you know what I mean. And then you can put like a little bit of that in there. A little bit of that and a little bit of this. Alright. To kind of like highlight how that's a boob, okay? Like, yeah, that's a boob, okay, babes? It's a boob. And then I'm taking like a wet brush and I'm just blending out whatever thing is there, except, you know, without totally losing whatever. God, I don't even think I'm explaining things properly, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm blending out parts of it because I want to highlight the boob area, right? The boobage. And that's kind of like how you go in and you give the illusion, like maybe your character has some sort of boob happening, right? Like sis got the boobs happening. You know what I'm saying? And then you put like a little bit of like darker shadow under here. You got to keep the illusion of whatever going, right? So this is like Booblets 101. Booblets 101. Boobs 101, baby. All right. And then we want to get under the boob, right? So there you go. We need to go back in with that dark value that we had. So let's go back in. Okay. And then I'm gonna like again, I'm gonna smooth that out, right? Because I don't want any harsh lines or I don't want it to seem like it's whatever, right? So I just want to give the illusion that it's like a shadow underneath there. That's what we're doing. We're all about the illusion, darling. Okay? And here, same thing there. That's going to be more of an illusion. We're giving the illusion like we have something going on there. We really don't. And then you can, again, go in with the peach or whatever you want to do. And that will kind of lighten things up as you see fit. You know what I'm saying? That will kind of give you what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I haven't figured out what color I want to paint her shirt. I think I'm gonna go with just like a green or something. Something nice and beautiful and basic, maybe. Kind of green. I feel like I'm gonna go with a green because she already has a lot of pink and blue in her hair. So I don't really want to do that. Um, let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could use marker on her shirt too, but I don't know whether I want to do that. I'm really confused whether I want to do that yet. I don't know. I don't know what color should we use on her shirt, guys. What color should we use? You guys tell me. What color should we use? Oh, and I'm missing your comment. Hey, 755 Media's in the house. Hey, darling, what's up? How you feeling? What you doing? Yes. Good afternoon. How you feeling? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, so we say purple for royalty, green for 420. Oh, is it 420? Well, I don't smoke, so I wouldn't know, but I do know a lot of people do celebrate 420. You're right. But I'm thinking I don't know whether I want to do purple though, because she has so much pink and purple in her hair. And I don't want people like, oh my god, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, but then you got to be careful. Maybe yellow. What do we feel about yellow? Do we feel like yellow is gonna be too much though? Okay, let's try yellow and then yes, you say you don't smoke either. Yeah, exactly. Like I got enough health problems, girl. I ain't trying. But I mean, I used to smoke. I used to smoke for like I was a smoker for like 25 years, but I stopped smoking. It's gonna be almost 4 years now. I didn't even think about that. It's gonna be 4 years. I stopped smoking when the pandemic started. I'm glad you're feeling fantastic. That's what I love to hear. What about yellow? Because I feel like maybe because it is springtime, we are springing, we are sprung. What are we feeling about yellow? I mean, some people could really pull off yellow, you guys. It's not me. You know what? No, because I used to love to wear white sometime. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out, are we feeling yellow? I don't know. Oh, yellow is your favorite color. Oh my god. So you know we gotta do yellow, right? Yeah, buddy. So let's go in with some yellow, you guys. Because I'm feeling yellow, right? Because she has I never give any I'm about to save my sim. I never use the yellow color. I never do it. I never, ever do it. And the only reason I'm painting her shirt now is because I want to give her a chance, like her face and her boobs and stuff, a chance to dry. So I'm gonna go in with this yellow. Ooh, look at that, you guys. I'm not one of those people that can pull off yellow, like, because then I start feeling like Big Bird, you know? Start feeling like Big Bird. Yes, Nightbot is like, hit the like button, baby. All right. So a lot of time I feel like I can never pull off certain colors. So I've never gravitated towards yellow at all. Oh, let me remove that. Sorry. Gotta hide it. So y'all can kind of see what's going on. Yes. I'm using lots of water. The water of it all. Lots of water. I love that. So do you wear a lot of yellow? 755 Media says, hold on, let me turn this up. Hold on. Says, I can't wear yellow, but I love to look at it. Oh, yeah, I'm like the same, but I've seen like some beautiful people kind of pull off yellow. I can't, right? I'm gonna do a little bit of. I'm doing like the more watered down yellow on top of the dress, like this part that has her boobs, because I have to give the illusion, like, it's shadow versus like light, right? So that's why we're doing that. Shadow versus light. With or without you. Hey D, welcome in, love. How you been? What is poppin'? Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. What y'all been doing? What's been going on with your Sunday? Man, I'm gonna blend this out. Kind of blend all of this out. Blend it out, girl. Blend it out. Now, this is a girl after my heart. She's in her flowers, right? She got her flowers. She's in her flower era. And she is minding her business, drinking her water, and wearing her yellow dress. Okay? Wearing her yellow dress. Okay? All right, I'm going to put a little bit of blue at the top. And then we got to work on her lips. And we're going to do some finishing touches on what is it? I wonder how that's gonna look if I do it that way. Like orange earrings, gonna be looking crazy. My girl is gonna be nice and colorful. Nice and colorful, okay? No, I don't think I'm not gonna use that for the lip color. I'm gonna do like a pink lip color because that's what she has, like more of like a mauve type natural pink type of color. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a pink color. We're gonna do a nice little mauve pink color. So I'm gonna do a little bit of like a natural, like whatever you call the color first. And then I'll go in with this other color now, like a magenta slash red color. I mean, I could make her lips just straight up red because that's my favorite lipstick color. If you guys don't know, that is my absolute favorite lipstick color is red. Nice little red. Yeah, you're right. Yellow and purple go really well together. You are so right about that. I didn't even think about that. But they do really go really, really well together. I'm only gonna kind of like hit the bottom of her lips. I'm not gonna do too much to the lip. I want it to be kind of sort of natural, but not. And then she has, let's see, a little bit of like pink in her eye. A little bit of pink in her eyeshadow. How do I not know the name? Because I don't wear eyeshadow. I'm like, what is it again? It's pink in the eyeshadow, right? All right, I'm gonna let it lay there for a minute so it can set up. But I'm gonna kind of do it like how they do it is like a makeup tutorial type thing where they go around the lid or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how to explain that, but go around the lid. That's what I'm gonna kind of do with it. Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. All right. I'm gonna let that set up a little bit and here's when you can kind of go in with the details and look for other things that you need to be doing. Like I'm gonna go in with this pink. That's when you kind of get into more detail and stuff like that. That's what we're doing. Go in with the details. All right, so I feel like it's kind of dried a little bit. I can go in and kind of blend this out the way I see fit. Come through with the shading. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of shading with this crap, right? Lots of shading. I think that's kind of half the battle when you're dealing with portraits and stuff. Is all the shading and all the nonsense that you got to do for real. That is half the battle. All that shading, right? All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of shading. Speaking of under the nose. And yeah, definitely half the battle is dealing with the damn shading portion of this crap. What in the world? I need to put some more. What's the name out? Mm-mm-mm. It's okay if things are like painterly, choppy, stuff like that. As long as you have enough coverage, you know what I mean? I feel like it's okay. As long as you have enough coverage. So I kind of went in and, I got paint all up my arm if y'all could see it. If only you could see it. She looks gorgeous, yes, guys. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling the vibes of it for real. She looks gorge. All right, let's get this blue right here. I need to find my phthalo blue. I have no idea what happened to it. Well, I don't use it, so I don't know why I said that. I don't use phthalo blue as often. That's why I don't. Because I really just do not use it. That's the problem. I don't use it very often at all. So I'm very happy with this, you guys. I didn't want to. I know this is kind of like a long live stream, but this is for those of you guys that like to work while like you like listen to people talk and like you like to work while you hear people do stuff in the background. This is for you, especially for those of you that like you were here last stream and last week's stream and it wasn't as long as I would have liked it to be. So this is definitely for you. I wanted to make sure I put in extra effort this week. So you can get, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, those are supposed to be leaves, aren't they? Let me get my little marker out. Those are supposed to be leaves, girl. All right. I know we was like, oh my god. It was taking forever to get to the finish line, but listen, Linda. Listen. Okay. Um, this green is really freaking green. This is like golf court green, golf coast, whatever the fuck. I can't even golf green, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called, but that's not the green that I want for real. Um, that's golfing green. Let me make sure. I want to see what this is. Yeah, kind of what I want. I'm using a marker, y'all. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, I shouldn't have used that marker. Scratch that. I don't like that. That looks like crap. Okay, stop it now. Stop it right now. All right, don't do it. I don't know what that is, but it's not what I wanted. It is not what I wanted. That's not really what I wanted either, but you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do when they come for you, for real? That is not really what I wanted. See, now I'm fiddling with the hair and doing bullshit. Doing crap I shouldn't be doing. So that's why I'm like, okay, when you start doing this, you know the painting is done. Okay. Oh, yeah. And I just like mad paint in my microphone. I love that for me. Thank God this is a good microphone. Thank God. Because like, I swear to God, that would have been messed up. Thank you. Because you already know, I'd have been over here doing bullshit. I feel like I want to change the color of this thing because I don't think that should be that color. So I think I'm gonna make it that like pink. But I mean, a lot of people that ask, like, I know when I first started painting, I was always wondering, like, how do you know a painting is finished? It's finished when you've done all the things, your shading, highlights, and you start doing bullshit. That's when it's done, right? When you start shading, when you start like fiddling around with things that shouldn't be fiddled around with, and doing other crap. That's how you know something is done. Okay, that's how you know something is done. Okay. All right, I need to add a highlight to that. Hold on, y'all. Like, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. That's exactly how you know something is done, because you start doing bullshit. All right, cool. We added a highlight. Stop it. Stop it. We added a highlight. Okay. That's what we did. We added a highlight. Okay. I want to know, what have you guys been watching on TV? Like, what has been your favorite show that you've been binging? You can't get enough of. I've been looking for some new shows. I'm a weird girl. I like a lot of like crime shows, British. I watch a lot of British TV, you guys. Believe it or not, I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like always on the British shows, and you get a lot of British shows on Amazon. And I'll be watching like British cop shows and like all sorts of weird shit on like British TV. All sorts of weird stuff. Wait, okay, let me get my highlight pen. Highlighter pen. Um, I could have swore. Oh, there it is. My highlighter. It's getting dark now. Wait, hold on, y'all. I gotta brighten things up, y'all. Huh? All right. Now, here's my highlighter pen. Now, this is more like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like, So I'm just going to put like little spots of highlight, like on her lip. You know, little spots of highlight, and then put like a little right here. And it's little spots of highlight. Should look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Talk to us with a British accent while you paint. I swear to God, like I sometimes I'll be in here doing that. I'll be like, oh my God. And you apply the different pots here. ah, hopefully, like it's like mad cringe for the British people that be watching me. I swear to God, because I have quite a few British people that like people that's from the UK that be watching me. They probably like, "What are you doing?" Like I just bust out. I'm like, "Oh my God, not you putting that highlight there." oh man, that is funny. Not you applying that highlight there. You tearing up my heart when I'm with you. All right, I don't know what happened to my black. What's the name? Let me put my things back in. Yeah, but I swear I'll be watching a lot of British TV though. And with everything that's going on in the world right now, like sometimes I'll be like wishing I could escape. Wishing I could escape to the UK or like Canada. I swear to God, I'm like plotting my escape like I'm dodging the draft. Plotting the escape. Hey, T, how you doing, honey? Happy Sunday. Yes, your girl is back and better than ever. What is poppin'? You just finding out? Oh my god, where you guys been? Y'all just finding out I'm back. I'm not surprised though because I've been going a minute, like a long, 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 long time, and like the algorithm is like, who are you again? You got subscribers? Like you said, I'm glad you know this log on you were missing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys missed me. I missed you guys too a lot. Thank you so so much for those of you that hung in there and that are still support that are part of the Creative Girl crew. Yes, definitely. Stay tuned in because we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, and we're here every Sunday. Like I've been consistently here every Sunday for the last what month? I think it's been a month, maybe a month. I don't know, but it's been like no, not even a month yet. But I've been consistent for about a month, so that's like a milestone. But yeah, definitely, you guys don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the like button if y'all are enjoying the stream, or if you just happen to be watching it upon the replay, don't forget to hit that like button and share to your sisters, mamas, your brothers, all the things. Because your girl is back and better than ever and ready to roll. But yeah, I think that kind of concludes our live stream, you guys. We did so good. If you made it to the annual and absolute superstar, thank you so much to everybody that showed up and showed out. We're going to be back again with another episode next Sunday. I'm trying to start slowly getting back into things, you guys, where it's going to be um basically me, coming in every Sunday. We're gonna be live, and then I'm gonna slowly like ramp things up as I feel like better and better about things. And I'll be posting more like regular, not short content, but like pre-recorded videos, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, so you guys can be able to quickly kind of digest it and skip through a lot of things. But if you happen to be watching this upon the replay, or you watching this now and you missed the whole stream, it's gonna stay up. I'm gonna put my timestamps in after the live stream is over, so you guys can be able to go back in and see what's going on. But yeah, yes, we're all glad you're back. Thank you so much. Say yes, thank you so much. English is not a language today, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed the stream. So yeah, we'll be back again next week, Sunday. And in the meantime, and in between time, if you want to grab this coloring page and whatever for today's stream, you can get all the coloring pages, all the things over on my Patreon, and have access to hundreds of other videos and other stuff that I've been doing over the years. You can go back many, 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 many years in all the things. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys. Wait, hold on. But yeah, anyway, you know what it is. I love you guys so so much. I had to like check that out real quick. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you again next week, Sunday. I don't know what we're doing. I'll put up a poll on the community tab. So make sure y'all turn on your notifications. And I'll put up like what we're going to be doing for the week or what's really happening. Again, we're probably going to stay in this theme of florals and afros and Afrocentric things, especially up until Juneteenth. We're going to be celebrating the Black woman, women in general, with fros and natural beauty and things going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.